We are back. This is going to be before the video. This is a quick disclaimer. I just want to talk about the whole Civic process because this video is pretty upsetting. I mean, just more stuff broken than new when I was buying it and when just what I was expecting. First and foremost, no hate to anybody. I'm sure there's a long list of things that went wrong before I had my chance to get the hands on this, and obviously it's upsetting, but I'm not gonna blame anybody or not. I will say that it's, for anyone who knows Civics, you know the D16 is like the reliable chassis, and just so as you know, mine blew up. There's a picture here. This is the head. So the head's unusable, it's chipped, along with the pistons were all chipped. So cylinder 1 was knocking pretty bad, and it totaled most of everything in the engine. And I've only probably driven it maybe an hour total myself. And so just to buy something when someone says it's built and it's gonna last you and it's a good build and whatnot, and then you can't even make it an hour on a reliable platform. I mean, I'll let you think. I'm not gonna verbally put out there what I think. But yeah, it's just upsetting. Civic's taking a lot more money than it should. And this is my first project car. I've been documenting the whole series as it is. You know, I'm learning as I go. So much stuff I haven't still learned. Like, I've been scared to hone the cylinders. Just some stuff I'm scared to do. Some leaps that you just gotta take. I've just been, you know, trying to save up money. The second I get money, I spend it. I'm like, well, I need more money. Long ending, never ending process. But yeah, so it's a pretty shitty situation with the Civic overall. For anyone who doesn't know, I haven't made like a build plan, but I originally purchased the Civic for $4,000 in late March, early April. Purchased it as a 91 SI, built, upgraded injectors. Shouldn't have any issues. I took it for a test drive, felt fine, made it home fine, and then probably the second or third day it sat outside is when it started. So it started off leaking coolant from the thermostat housing because the head gasket was blown up. I don't know, I can't say for sure whether that was just making it home or if that was already like that, but that was upsetting. I didn't know what it was for a while, so I fixed the thermostat and everything. Just more and more small issues until I was like, okay, I think it's at a point where I can drive it. I was leaking a little bit of oil, but it's a Honda, you're gonna expect that. So I was like, okay, let's take it for a drive. I took it 15 minutes down the road and all the oil went out everywhere. The oil pressure gauge wasn't working. Turns out it was all cut. Like, it's all, I can show you. Like, it's all cut, all the wiring for that gauge. So I knew something was seriously wrong. I was like, oil pan gasket is the second thing to go. Something's pushing out air it's not supposed to be. And ultimately I realized it was the head gasket in the end. Obviously now I know it's more. But so I pulled the head, and that's when I kind of realized everything was way worse than expected. Injectors aren't upgraded, they seem OEM. I would have upgraded those anyways. The fuel cell leaked, so I'm doing a whole new fuel system. Obviously there's no interior, there's a bunch of holes into the floor. Rust isn't great. The whole rear brace bars rusted out, which, I mean, I guess I was kind of aware of, but I wasn't too worried about, but it's whatever. Just a lot of issues, and yeah, it sucks. But getting into the good stuff, I think I found a guy to sell me a Z6 head. So I don't know I've been told by a couple guys that the A6 bottom end is really nice and durable, and when it's built, it's what you want to run. And then I've heard for power wise, Z6 is the best D series upper half. So I'm gonna pick up a Z6 head and take it to a machine shop, have them clean it fully, disassemble and reassemble, and then the intake as well. And then we're gonna wire the VTEC solenoid, fix the gauges, and do this fuel system. The fuel system, I think it'll be all right. I'm just learning how to get the hoses properly like mounted to the, what do they call it, to the fittings and fittings. And yeah, so that's another learning curve. And then how to mount the cell in the car itself. I want to do it properly, like with the full metal bracketing system instead of just mounting it into the floorboard. And then I don't know if I have any other big plans. Oh, I have a harness bar I'm gonna weld in because my seat belts are on the doors, so the B-pillars need something like a bolt or welded on flange or something to mount up. So I'm gonna weld on a bolt or a nut so the bolts will screw in, and then we'll have a harness bar for our harness. Then I'm just gonna clean it, patch all the holes while the welder's here. It's my buddy Mason. I'll show a clip of his car. We were racing in it. It's really nice. ZL1.
65!
And well, I guess that's a spoiler for the video. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. Motivation on this has been really hard, especially with everything being broken. It's a real downer. Seeing everybody's cars, peak car season, not being able to get out really stings, but hopefully we get the fall. Numbers wise, I was hoping to get about 350 horsepower out of this. I'm looking to make like 16 pounds of boost by the end. I have 1000cc injectors to go in. I have the 525 Marlboro fuel pump. So that'll all be done. One thing I'm gonna have issues with is the harness. It's so set up poorly, like it's so bad. And there's an issue with the clutch cable that I think I'm just gonna not worry about for now. I'll do it, and I think it was leaking trans fluid. I think I unscrewed the wrong bolt at one point. So I'll put some new fluid in, flush everything. By the end, I think we'll be next step up, you know. We have a buddy who's gonna tint it for super cheap. Shout out Connor. You've seen him in a couple of videos. And yeah, we're really putting together a potential group here. And the final thing will be the wheels and the tune. We'll finally be, hopefully, on the road. I want to make it to this car meet August 16th. As I'm posting this, it's July 27th. So I'm not too sure how that's gonna go. I'll have to really knock some stuff out. Still a lot of stuff to buy. Pistons are coming in the mail. Bearings are coming in the mail. Machine shop's gonna cost some money. And yeah, like I said, no hate to the people who sold it to me. It's just a shitty situation. Can't really do much about it. It's mine. I do love the Civic. It's a great platform. But I just wish I didn't pay as much for it. Which $4,000 isn't bad. I'm not terribly mad, but I wish I would have paid like, if I knew it was, man, I should have let him blow up and then bought it blown up. That's the, but at the time I knew nothing. Like I would not have bought a blown up car at that point because I would not know how to fix it. But now I'm like, oh, I can fix anything. Any D-series, bring it my way. Nah. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video, and I'll roll the rest of the video. Thanks. What is going on, everybody? We are finally back. I was gone for about a week on vacation. Great trip. I have a couple clips that I'll probably throw in to the last video, so it's probably a little spoiler right here to the next. But we're back. Civic has got to sit for a week without being touched, probably dying to be fixed. My parents told me all of our new lights fell off the ceiling because I guess just the heat that we've had in here, the double-sided tape couldn't withstand. So we're gonna have to figure out a new solution for that. And yeah, my parts are all over the floor. There's random stuff everywhere. It looks like these are in the middle of the walkway. So we gotta get all that situated, obviously. And then clearly we have some bigger issues at hand. But yeah, so I just want to get the garage cleaned up and finally get comfortable working on this car again. It's very hot still. It's been 90 degrees the past like week and a half, and it's getting hot. It's taking its toll, but we're gonna keep pushing. The jack stands held up all week, however long I've been gone. Don't know who's been here, who's not. But yeah, I was staying with my boy Reagan. He has the Taurus SHO twin turbo EcoBoost. I'll put his ad right here. Shout him out. He just posted my list of everything I put on his whiteboard, fill the space. So yeah, I've ordered a few things since. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all this. We have some mechanical tools, you could say, coming in, like a jump pack, an air compressor, some stuff like that. Today, what we're gonna do is first we're gonna fix our lights because those will be crucial tonight if we're trying to work all day. But I'm in a mood, like I'm ready just to get it done. I'm sure plenty of you have been through that before, where you just you go away for a little bit and you're just dying to get back. So we're gonna go through, do this, post a video today. So that'll go live. As of today, it's July 6th. The video is from like June 6th. So the video has been in the making for about a month. We're gonna pop this out. I don't remember the name, but it's not gonna stay. I'm not a fan of how they work. I don't think they work for low boost builds like this. We're gonna go through and look at all of our sensor wires, knock the rest of the bottom end out, pull these old cooked rods and pistons, check the rods, see if we can reuse the rods. If not, we're gonna order all new stuff today, run through the bank account so we can get this thing back on the road finally. And then we might end off today's video maybe pulling off the ramps and sliding on the new tires. I really want to see how they look, even if it's not a finished product. But if not, this will be getting slapped in today. So long day ahead of us. Let's knock it out. All right, so how we're doing as of right now, we have double-sided tape for starters just to get up there. That shouldn't be a problem clearance-wise. That should plug in, but if not, we'll slide it over. But we're gonna do that, and then I wanna like find a way to drill like 2 small screws up and then make a zip tie around it maybe or something, or use a hook, or we'll figure it out as we go. But yep, we've been using this as a stepping stone to get up there, so we're gonna see if we can keep it going. Alrighty, so I have an idea. We're gonna look and see what's disposable to us. Alrighty, about an hour later, I assume. They're not up great. Zip ties are just holding them on pretty much, but it's better than trusting the tape. Some of them are crooked, but they'll do. It's whatever. I honestly don't care. These two I took too much time. Sorry, this one I took too much time. So I just gave up on the rest to figure out like the perfect pattern. This ultimately would have been the perfect pattern, however I did that one. But the other ones did not come out that way. But it's all good. They're up. They're bright. They work. It's most important. I'm gonna go inside. Take who knows how long a breather. post this next video. Here we go. So starts off, this is just an air compressor. Comes with a jump pack. You can jump, batteries, charging cable, carrying bag, which we will store it, and some instructions, but sweet.
2-ply film that's separated.
Girdle is off. Time for these bad boys. Alrighty. So just going through and show you what I've been doing. You take these, crack them all loose. These ones I already got the hard part done, and then I've been going through with a regular. Oh, they're already loose. And then with these, the trick that I've learned, get it really loose. So we'll say like, we'll pull it out, and we'll screw it in like 2 threads. And this one we can just do to equal lengths. This other side. Just like right there. Again, then we'll take off our 10 mil. Grab our mallet. We'll start on the far side. Hammer till you see it move. There you go. Be careful not to go too hard because you don't want to damage your threads, but light taps work fine. And then they just slide out. Make sure you keep everything together. At least that's what I've been doing. And then, yeah, so now you got your caps off. So this will all go up. I'll pull the bearings out and whatnot, but yep, we're gonna keep it pushing. Now while we're down here, we're taking the end of our mallet. We're hitting up the pistons. And we're hitting them up and out of the block. Alrighty, we knocked it up and we pulled it out. And to the best of our ability, we're putting it just how it's assembled over here. Slight guess, but mostly educated guess. We're gonna make room for the last one. All right, and see if we can't. So this is 1, that should be 2, that should be 3, yep, and then 4 will be right here. Just so we remember everything, how it all came out and how it's all gonna go back in, because we are gonna reuse these rods, assuming y'all check out when you look at them. Alrighty, so one last time. We're coming in over here. This is untouched, so all this is raw footage of how all 4 have been for me. Kind of go until I feel it get loose. We'll do the same over here. This is I believe a 10 millimeter, yep, 10 mil 12-point wrench or socket, whatever. Alrighty, and then we'll take this one till they're loose. Make sure we feel it, and we can do it hand threads until we think we're about 2 threads from good. The crank is a little turn right now, but that was just moved by hand on accident. And that one feels really loose. Okay. Maybe a little too loose. And then we'll take 12.10 mil. Hold it up there with our offhand. Work it around the camera so this is a little tight. Okay. There we go. So we feel move, and then that one drops out, that one drops out. And then it should just pull right off. Comes with the bearing. Leave it exactly how it sits. We'll set it down in an order so we can remember. And then we'll pull this out. Okay. Just a little more. So we hear the plop. Then we'll take it up top. There you'll see she's sticking out. You can just reach in, grab and pull. And there you have it. So if you remember, we set our bottom pieces down there, lying to the right. So we're gonna take this one over, lay it to the right, so then we can line up our bottom pieces. So if we come over here, pick these up. It was to the right, so we'll set it how it was. And there you go. That's how you do it. That's how everything comes out. And yeah, that means rods and pistons are finally out. There's our girdle draining in the oil pan. Can't forget any bolts or anything down here. Okay, rods and pistons are out. So those rods do all look good from what I've seen from pulling them out. I'm gonna go double and triple check and then pull the pistons off those and order new ones. Next will be, what's it, like boring the cylinders or whatever. So stay tuned, we'll be right back with that. What's going on, everybody? As you'll see, pistons are off of our rods. This is because we are reusing the rods. There's no good way to showcase how I was doing it, but I'll give you a run through. So these pistons have these little C-clips. And I pried them out using a very small screwdriver on both sides. Then I sat the rod and the piston over the edge. I sat on it and I used my 3/8 extension, which I don't know where I just put it. Oh, we used our 3/8 extension because it fits perfectly. We put it on the rod, and then we used the mallet and hammered it out. Successfully hammered out all 4 rods, separated all the pistons, and these are good. So we're gonna go around, pick up all the C-clamps, throw them away that are broke or bent, and then keep the ones that are good just in case. And yeah, now we're gonna get to ordering new pistons and continuously trying to pull out this block guard. It has been a pain in my booty. So we're gonna get to that, and yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. All's looking up right now. Everyone knows in cars I can switch right away, but we'll keep working at it. And give me ideas to how to display these pistons. I need something cool in my room or somewhere. Yeah, let's keep knocking it out. Okay, this is my new fuel setup. There's my new, or not my new, but there's the rods I'm using. There's my hood, my turbo's under there. And then the fuel setup will go where this box is. I'm taking off all the tent right now to put new tent on it. There's the interior, driver's seat. I need a harness bar, so that's just floating right now. I'm trying to pull this block guard out with fishing line right now, but we'll figure it out. You can see there's coolant left over there, so you know what went bad. Pulling off other fuel stuff, and then my head's over here. Needs to go to the machine shop. And then here's my new wheels. They match my intercooler piping, so. But yeah, that's everything. My bumpers. Yep. Fresh oil change in the GT. Cause I'm that nice. What's going on, y'all? It's an absolute beautiful day out. It's honestly, I don't even feel like working on the car. I just feel like sitting and looking at it today. So here's what it is. Plug in the phone, turn on some tunes, and chill in the garage with the weather. Y'all, I've been a little too inspired by some racing Civics I've seen online. So I'm gonna pull the entire center column out of my Civic today. So crawling in here, I'll show you. We're gonna get door cards, I think. Unless we want to reinstall the stock on this side. So we're gonna pull this out first, in the bottom half, and move the AFR gauge. Probably with like some Velcro or something, but we're gonna look into that after. After some deconstruction of the inside, I'll eventually put back on the cover, but it's easier to wire this way. But my harness is labeled for the most part, so that does help. But we were mostly trying to figure out the oil pressure, and we found all the lines right here taped together. And something's cut, so I'm assuming that's all the oil pressure stuff, because the boost one did work, if you remember. But I don't know. So we're gonna keep going through stuff and see what we can find. How's it going, guys? We just pulled out all of our OEM fuel lines. We're cleaning up the back with some degreaser. That's what it looked like before. That's what it's gonna look like after. Hopefully all around. Engine bay included. It's a scorcher out here today. It's probably like 92 degrees, but there's a slight breeze, so that's good. We have a couple of new holes that we gotta fill. I have the stuff to cover and fill them after, but let it all marinate and whatnot. But we'll get all that cleaned out, and then we'll get some new fuel lines running through our system. And yeah, I think it's gonna come out really nice. I'm deciding whether or not I wanna run the fuel lines completely under the car through the old like exhaust pipe places, or run it through the old fuel line spots. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We've cooked up to mount the fuel cell. Looks a little jank. Something mean out over there. But this is what we're gonna do. And I might build some more beams directly underneath this and maybe across, just to keep it fully tapped in. But this is what I'm thinking for right now. Let me know what you guys think.